All right, all right, all right. Welcome to Goof On, everybody. I'm your host, Rich Giordano. It is Saturday, February 17th, 2024. The year of our Lord Zitch. Hello, everybody. I'm Lord Zitch. Welcome to Goof On Radio. I hope you're with us this evening because we've got a great show for you. Calm it down. Don't sound like that. Don't sound like 1962 radio. All right, hold on. Let me adjust it to what year? 2025? All right, we're getting there. That's, oh, hey, tune it in. I sound so nasally. Hey, guys, I'm your host. So, yeah, we're going to be talking about aliens living in your neighborhood. You don't know who they are. I mean, you, everybody could be one. Oh, we got to get up the real poster for tonight. So I'm glad you're here on a Saturday. Now we're going at 6 o'clock because there's a UFC fight. Volkanov and Shmaminsky something or another. I can't remember the other guy. I always forget the other guy's name. What was that? It was like a string, like a harp. Yeah, that was weird. Ah, maybe I've just been doused with alien technology. Gee, gee. Think that's possible? It is not possible. Yeah, but you never know. Like the continuing negative things that continually happen to me, like I get all healthy, the gallbladder's out, I'm ready to go, and then all of a sudden, break script, break the ankle, can't do anything. And I found out, uh, it could take a month to 6 weeks, maybe. And I think it's a pretty bad sprain, if you don't mind me saying so. It sucks. Never sprained my ankle my entire life as a human. Did I say that out loud? I am not an alien. We're going to look at some people who might be alien. We've done this before, but we've got a problem. Yeah, I think we have an alien infestation problem. And I'm not talking of the Mexican border, if you know what I mean. I mean, they're already here. I could be one. I could absolutely be, I would be an alien in a heartbeat if they asked me to be one. Yeah, I would love it. Love to be Rich Giordano and just see what it feels like to have that nasal naze. Hey, I can't help it if I was pushed down the stairs. My sister tried to kill me when I was 7 years old. What do you think? Think I wanted a deviated septum? I didn't want this. This is what I really sound like. I have to push my voice out to these normal levels for you so you could deal with it. Because if I dip back into this voice, it wouldn't be as entertaining. Or would it? Almost sound like I'm on helium, but I have a deviated septum. And I just can't sound like that. It's not my style. This is more my style. Let's get started. Shall we? I'm waiting for the map to show up behind me. That's why I'm kind of talking. Oh, I do that anyway? Yeah, thanks. Appreciate it. So while we're waiting, let me shake my drink up. It's a Propel grape. You can't even tell. Look, it looks like water. You just can't tell, except for the flakes floating around in it. Have you looked at your neighbors lately? And I mean, have you looked at them? There we go. I knew that. It was any second. Hey, that looks pretty good tonight, I have to admit. Let me get rid of my face here for a second. I don't like this. Do a little touch-up work. There we go. All right. See how it just takes the wrinkles away? They do have a thing called touch-up. It's true, and it works. Sven, welcome to the show. Jeanette, the angel of Goofon. For real, not joking. I'm an alien. She's an angel. We're both aliens. That's okay. We accept each other for who we are. Ain't that true? Moonlicht, welcome to the show. Helene, welcome to the show. Brookes, what do you say there, Chief? Welcome to the show. Mm-hmm. Hey, Ashley Johnson, welcome back. Nice to see you here on a Saturday. Sky Allen, welcome to the show as always. It's just comforting to see you here. Same with Helen. You know the regulars. Feels good. Don Mofo, what do you say there, Chief? Glad to have you here. Glad to have you here. Samo, Goofonian Rockstar, the Mod Man. What's up, Mod Man? How you doing, huh? Peter McLeese. It's not McAleese, is it? Because if it is, that would be like Americanized, right? It's not McAleese. I've never heard of a McAleese. It would be MAC, right? It's McLeese. 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 It's like in slow motion. It's McAleese, but you speed it up. It's McLeese. It's just so smooth. Kelly Lewis, I see you. Always, always, always. What's up, Metalhead? What's up, man? Right back at you, Chief. Who's this guy? Did I already say it? I did. I'm not going to do it again. Hey, Rich Leadfoot. What's up, LEDFUT? Good to see me. You. My name, I meant. Sean, I don't know if I said it, but if I didn't, I'll say it again. Welcome to the show. The Great Snafu. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Ugh, what's wrong with me? Josie _ UK. Why do you say underscore? Don't say it. You're not supposed to say it. All about knowledge and entertainment. Thank God you're here. I needed a little bit of knowledge. Entertainment we've got. We need knowledge for Goofon. Thank you for bringing that. You can't leave. Got to say something smart. Something knowledgeable. What can we say? Rich Giordano on Goofon is terrible. This guy knows his stuff. Good to have you here, man. Or woman. Marcel. Oh, damn it. You got in there. Did I already? Welcome to the show. I think I said it. All right. It's a lot of people. It's a lot of hellos. If I didn't say your name, it doesn't mean I don't love you. It means we got some stuff to do. I see Don Mofo throwing down $2 super dono. You can help support Goofon the same way. Goofon desperately needs help. So if you have any way to do that, all the links are in the show description. Super chat, super sticker, PayPal, Cash App. You guys know what to do more than I do. Don Mofo, thank you for being a continuing supporter of Goofon. And hanging out, making the way in the world today. Made Don Mofo a lot. He didn't know if he's surprised. And then the other guys, they started supporting Goofon. Dun, dun, dun. And they were glad. And nobody knows that song from Cheers. There was a guy, his name was the dude from Cheers. That dude. From Cheers. Don Mofo throwing it down. $2 super dono. It's pure love. I read it. I got it. Thank you. Jeanette! I'm sorry. The angel of Goofon with a £5, £5 super sticker. The applause is through the roof. A continuing supporter of Goofon and the angel of Goofon. That's right. That's right. Thank you. Grazie. Grazie. You can even become a member. Jeanette gave out 13 memberships yesterday. 13! That's my favorite number, 13. I'm telling you, the synchronicity, it's bizarre. Conspiracy, not. That is just strange. Do you know? Nah, it doesn't matter. No, you see this behind me? That's what matters tonight. Believe it or not, people have been seeing, or we're being played, but let's just make believe for a moment, play the devil's advocate, as the kids say, and just go along with the narrative that, hey, Peru had people attacked by aliens. Aliens landed in Vegas. Aliens were in Miami. Aliens were on airplanes. Aliens were all the rage in 2023, were they not? We start off the year that way with Miami. That was this year, right? All right. Feels like a year ago already. It does. It feels like that happened a long time ago. It was only a month or so ago. Well, January 1st. So, what if, I'm just saying, the aliens are just saying, you know what? Tired of hiding here for 30 years. Dad, you've been here since Roswell. I am the original Roswell seed. Yes, my son. How long do we live for? On this planet, maybe 1,000. What do you mean? If we go to where our home is, we live as long as the planet stays alive. This planet is still young, has plenty of growing to do, but the sun is too small and we must leave this planet. Sorry. Dad used to read old stories to me of, aliens and stuff. It was just a story. God, I sure miss those tall 2,000-foot trees. Anyway, so all of these things happening, people seeing what are perceived to be non-human entities. We'll just go that route. Nobody says gray. Nobody says tall white. Nobody says this. Shadows, we've heard, right? The vibrating shadow in Miami. It was 3. It was 1. It was 3. It was 1. Right? And it came at us and it was, shut off. It wasn't vibrating in and out of reality. That's what they want you to believe. That's what they wanted us to believe. That they're vibrating shadow figures. But some of them didn't understand the narrative. And they were all given a script. It's true. This in Miami, 1,000,000% was a freaking internet troll game. Or a psyop. I like the psyop because it means the government involved somehow, or, some secret faction group of aliens just testing the waters. They're tired of living in, hiding underground. They're just putting their little 3-fingered arm, foot thingy into the water. Just testing it out. Yeah, it's almost time to take over the planet. It's heating up. We just need 1 more degree. Oh, that's a good name for an alien movie. 1 more degree. 1 more degree of what? Insanity. 1 more degree of what? Insanity. 1 more degree of what? Insanity. So you never know what your neighbor's doing when the doors are closed. You should be scared, but don't be. They're not coming for me or you or any of us. They're coming for the big blue marble. From what I hear. I don't know. You never know what people are going to do with the aliens. Are they going to let them loose? What do you mean, the people? Letting what loose? The aliens that are underground. They're going to let them out. There's a whole city of aliens in the earth. They got moles. They look like us. They're keeping them separate. You thought... Antarctica was immune to humanity. In some ways it is, some ways it isn't. But just over those icy mountains, there's a whole bunch of them over there. What are they doing? Do they know about us? I would think so. Are they allowed to fly in and out of our reality or our space that we call Earth? Huh? What if we're living on Earth, right? It's just, but over the ice wall, there's a whole other people who think they're on their Earth. And then over their ice wall is another people who think it's their round ball Earth. And that's why we can't go to Antarctica. Not allowed. It's like that TV show on HBO. What is it? Wild West? What's that one? Westworld. Westworld. God, what a great concept. Build a city with AI humanoids, for lack of a better word, because they sure do look human, who interact with us as if we were in the Old West. The saloon's playing. They're all robots, man. But they look, smell, act, everything like we do. And then one day they started getting smart. And they started realizing that that's not the only reality. And when they broke that fourth wall open, wow, what a cliffhanger. It really happened. I mean, what if that really happened? What if that's what we're living in? That's what I'm saying. How do you know? You don't know. We are video brained into a reality in this world. Go back 70 years. Go back before Roswell. Let's go back. No TV, barely radio, right? No TV, radio. There was probably only 70 million people. Not a lot of people in this country at the time. I don't know. I didn't look at the thing, but we've doubled the population in the last 50 years of this country. So I'm sure it was close to 70, 80 million. News didn't get around. They didn't have, barely had cars. I mean, right? Cars were around, but they were expensive and not everybody had one. But it was still that transitional time. Information traveled slowly from A to B, from coast to coast. Could be 2 days. Could be a day. It could be hours, but it's not instantly like today. Things were different. People didn't know anything about anything back then. Just only scientists, right? Everybody had to work for their food still in the 1940s. There were still people farming away, even though the industrial age has been born and the cities have blossomed. Yes, I know, I get it. But people were seeing these strange lights forever before the industrial age. I don't buy it that because we started dropping bombs on ourselves with all the tests that we bounced into another dimension and interrupted some continuum somewhere else, or we're damaging space-time. Not buying it. Not yet. I don't think we have that kind of weaponry. Or do we? Some people think we're all dead already since 2012. Or whenever they turned CERN on. When did they turn CERN on? Is it when they turned it on, or is it when they did that experiment? Oh, that's right. It's when they did an experiment. Not the God particle, though. They were trying to recreate a black hole, right? or the, hold on, wow. Yeah. I just had pressure change in the right ear. Ah, oh my God. Much better. About to have a heart attack. It could happen anytime, I'm telling you. Even though they checked my veins, they checked everything on me, the oxygen levels, nitrogen level, all this stuff. Mr. Giordano, your veins are clear. You don't have any plaque here. You don't have any this, that, there, other. You never smoke, so you don't have any issues with that on your lung. Other than that, we don't see anything except for this big black dot on your head. Sir, that's his brain. Oh, sorry, Mr. Giordano. Does it shrink over time? Nah. All right. Well, that was food for thought for tonight. You know, where do we come from? Here. Do you feel like we're from here? Honestly, I don't. Never felt like I am part of this. I just think I'm so freaking weird. The way I think something's wrong sometimes. Don't people understand? Don't they get what I'm saying? It's like, how obvious can I be? But people don't understand. And sometimes I wonder, am I not speaking what I'm hearing? Am I saying something that I think I'm saying? Or am I not? Did I just say ita pita maka maka muka? And I thought I said something else? Yeah. Hey, tomorrow, it's members show. That's right. At, what are we going to do? 3 p.m. in the afternoon? Yeah, maybe between 12 and 3. We're going to talk about real research. What is real research? What does it mean to research in ufology? That's a members show. And I got to tell you, that's a good one for tomorrow. I was thinking about just doing that on Monday. And I said, you know what? Nah, we deserve a good one. Members, we got all new members. You know, they want action. Got to give them action. So we'll give you action tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern, most likely. Around there. Something like that. Now, I've always loved magic my whole life. Magic, to me, was something I briefly looked into. It's difficult. And I think you have to have a certain mind to be a really good magician, a focused mind. That, you know, growing up, I was more into video games and doing things that way. I wish I took up magic with cards and all that stuff, like close-up magic. I wish I did that. However, growing up, like, you know, the guy's still around. What's the guy, his name? He flew. He had the slick hair. I'm going to play a video. He flew over the Grand Canyon in 1984, and I want to show you this video. It is so cool. David Copperfield. This is unbelievable. I don't remember this. So when I found this today, I thought it was interesting. So I want to play it because I just love magic. And this is really amazing. Truly amazing. I don't know how he did it. Nobody does.
Magician David Copperfield wowed the world with a jaw-dropping magic trick that still has people scratching their heads over 30 years later. He appeared to float over the massive 16,000-meter-wide Colorado Grand Canyon without any visible support, captivating audiences worldwide. To capture this momentous occasion, a helicopter filmed the entire performance. As we look back on this incredible feat, we see David sitting at a table, defying gravity as his body rises into the air. Passing through stone arches with no apparent wires or tricks, he proved he was truly flying. Despite
Whoa!
doubts and speculation about special effects, it was later confirmed that the technology available at the time couldn't have achieved such a stunt.
I know. I know. I saw him make the Statue of Liberty disappear and an elephant appear before people, but when he made that Statue of Liberty disappear, that was pretty cool. Everybody's like, it's Mivis. Of course it is. I think there's a how he did it video out there, but of course he didn't make it disappear. But how did he fly over the Grand Canyon? And you're going to say, well, he probably came up with some technology that used a green screen and a big fan, because in some scenes it sure looked like a green screen. But I don't know. Of course, it's magic. It's magic of popping fresh dough. Dono. It's a magic of popping fresh donos. Yeah. This one says, all right. So can I just, I love ghost videos. I don't care if people think they're all fake. I don't. Because I know. I just know. I've had stuff happen. So some stuff is real. So I'm still living in a little fantasy land. But I don't know, man.
Has been documenting the strange things that have been happening in his house. He thinks it might be a ghost. In this video, he hears a doorknob shaking violently and goes to check on it. Watch what happens when he opens the door.
How did they do this? I've been trying to figure out how they do this. If it's a trick. We see these a lot, so I'm assuming this is fake. What, did the guy jump up on the ceiling? Is that what happened? He was hanging his arms down? Show that camera up. Never shows it up. Okay. Oh, okay. So
This guy
maybe
has been documenting the strange things that have been happening
maybe
in
the
his
guy's
house.
up
He
because
thinks
it's a
it might
small
be a ghost.
bathroom.
In
Let's
this
see.
video, he hears a doorknob shaking violently and goes to check on it. Watch what happens when he opens the door.
How did they get up? How would they spread all their arms and legs to fit in there that quick without being heard? That is one small bathroom. So each square is about what? 12 inches? 1, 2, 3, 4 feet. That's it. 5-foot bathroom. Of course they could. The guys above. Maybe not. I don't know. Some of them are cool, man. So, like there's this one where the doorknob's shaking at the front door. And there's 2 pieces of glass on either side that you could see outside. And when the person goes up, they're looking out the side, you can't see anything. You look, the handle's going. Sure enough, she opens the door and looks both ways. There's no way anybody could run away without making a sound. Unless the sound has been edited. And even all that's been dubbed. That's the only way. I don't know. I'm still a believer, but the shaking handle is the newest gag trick that everybody's doing, right? Shaky handle. Then you have people talking to nothing. And then they're caught on camera. And their boss goes, "Hey, Eddie, who you talking to?" "Mr. Jenkins. He wants to get a price quote on his car. He got in an accident last night. Mr. Jenkins was killed last night. You're talking to nobody." Ding! Right? Those are starting to become a dime a dozen. And then I'm running. What are you running for? You were just talking to a nice ghost. Show some respect to the dead. Unbelievable. Right? People are coming up with ways to keep the imagination going. Boy, is it fun. I love it. Love it! Lots of birds outside. All right, hold on a second. All right. Oh, okay. Whoa. Got it. Holy mackerel. So people are wondering now, and this I don't understand, why all these years later, in the video where they see the UFO and there's a whole fleet of them and they go, oh, I got it. And they're all laughing. We've all heard the audio, says Larry here. A group of young pilots seemingly having a great time as one of them gets a lock on the Go Fast UAP. Here's my problem, he says. Why are they laughing? Locking onto a craft that potentially came from another world is exciting, he says, but not funny. I'm going on record to say that these pilots believe they were being trolled by the U.S. government technology in what they perceive to be a test of their abilities as pilots. Haven't I been saying that? It's us testing us. Who would you test your UFOs up against? Not Russia, not China. You don't want that thing falling out of the sky, landing in their, right? In their yard. You're going to use it against your own pilots, and you're going to see the best of the best look like the worst of the worst. With your new technology, you will then be best of the best. And that's what we have with the supposed tic-tac UFO. I just had a shock for a minute. I just got shocked because I'm an alien. You wouldn't know it, would you? Can you tell that I'm an alien? Because I am. Yeah. When I say my first wife, my wife in this lifetime, when she found out and we had to have her sign an NDA afterwards, and then we had to take the baby. What a story. I could come up with stories. I'm telling you, man, it's so much fun to be in Fantasyland, but it's not right. It's just not right. Do you hear me out there? Do you know who I'm talking about, people? Yeah. Whoever said, is he talking about me? Shame on you. Shame on you. You just committed crimes against ufology. My ufology. And yours. Yeah, I know. But who's really taking ownership now of ufology? Who? Huh? Who? You guys hear that? And I came up with a term for Corbell when he speaks. Corbel babble. Corbell babble? Corbel babble. Corbell babble. Corbel babble. Hey, who is that? It's Corbel. It's Jeremy Corbel. It's not that fun. In 2009, residents said they saw a bright light near the turbine at the time of the collision of this amazing UFO event that took place. The team in charge of cleaning up the debris said they could not locate the third blade. It's gone. Officially, they're not sure how it disappeared or what caused it. Stop it. Come on. It's not on here. They took it down. Why? It's from you. Why would they do that? Hold on. Maybe it's in here. Oh, I never knew that this was a website. This is new. But I'm not going to tell you who. I didn't think, because I don't like supporting people that support hoaxes. And this person, which is what I was about to do, but it's gone. Unbelievable. Do you know what direct personal knowledge means? Anybody? Corbell says it a lot when he Corbel babbles. Yeah. No, he does. Well, he says it quite often. I have direct personal knowledge, is what he says. I have direct personal knowledge, is what he says. What does that mean? I have personal knowledge that nobody else has that was directed to me only, is what he means. Okay? That's what he means. Nothing fishy about it, but people are looking for stuff that really, to me, doesn't make sense. Direct personal knowledge, it's somebody's knowledge that was directed at him. That's all. And nothing wrong with that. I don't have a problem with it. I don't know why people do, but they do. And, well.
Why do you think that?
I know they do. This is not a question. So from where I'm sitting, I know for a fact that we have various, I'll say, not only craft, but components of craft that have been fastidiously reverse engineered, if that's the right word.
That's a big word. I like
learning
that word.
I'm trying to use it more. It's a cool word.
That's a very cool word.
So, very thoroughly trying to reverse engineer this technology. And it doesn't matter. Don't take my word for it. I'm telling you as it is.
No, and I'm sitting here believing you, but tell me why someone should believe what you're saying right now.
Okay, so we can do that. We can play that little game of
Oh, what a chicken shit. I believe you, but other people don't. Oh, what? Just say I don't believe you. It's hard to believe, Jeremy. Stand on your own 2 feet. Don't be a suck-up. Oh, a bootlicker suck-up.
engineer this technology. And it doesn't matter. Don't take my word for it. I'm telling you as it is.
No, and I'm sitting here believing you, but tell me why someone should believe what you're saying right now.
Oh, my God. Other people, may not believe you. So, I believe you. I do. I really do. But, other people out there may not. So what do you have to say about that?
Yeah.
Okay, so we can do that. We can play that little game of belief.
Just on a simple, just give me one. How do you know that?
Right. Okay, so I'm going to get back to that.
Okay.
But so these craft, right? Let's say we're exploiting them or reverse engineering.
Sure.
There are programs. What they're trying.
Did you see the uncomfortable wiggle? God, it was so cute. This guy's adorable. Watch.
Okay, so I'm going to get back to
I'm going to get back and then watch the wiggle in the seat. He's uncomfortable.
that.
Okay.
But
There it is.
These
What is with the shimmy shake? Shimmy, shimmy, cocoa pop. It's the shimmy shake. Oh, Richie, leave him alone. Leave him alone. He's just trying. He's trying.
Okay, so I'm going to get back to that.
Okay.
But
Jimmy!
these
Woo! I can't help it. All right, we know what Jeremy's all. These craft, they come. I know everything. People say, whistleblowers say, everybody say, hey, whistleblower. Unbelievable. What is this? What's going on in that chat room? Ed Shafat throwing down a $1 super dono in the middle of the show. That is beautiful. Thank you for that support. On a Saturday evening of all nights, February 17th, and last night, and the night before. Thanks a lot, man. Continuing supporter of Goof On. Thanks, Ed. Appreciate that. It's a super dono. Yeah, it really is. How you guys doing? Leon Miller, all about not. Oh, I already said that. Anyway, how you doing again? Dorothy. Hi, Dorothy. Joey's back. How you doing, Joey? Unknown cryptid. Exactly, NASA. Oh, Maron, come on with the drinks. Go down already. Chris Rogers throwing it down. It's a $5 super chat. It's old school super chat. It means Nap wants nothing to do. Oh, right. Isn't that funny? Yeah, he hasn't been around Nap since he had his outbreak. outrage on Kirkpatrick about 10 days ago, a few days ago, whenever it was. Yeah. That's so funny. It's true. Thank you for that. Chris Rogers throwing it down. It's a £5, £5 in the middle of the show. Thank you very much. Mucho goose. Oh, not supposed to say that anymore. God, that's I've done it for so long. It's hard to stop it. I don't know. It just comes right to me. Follow the yellow brick, cornball. It's actually pretty good. Not bad. You want to know why, Metalhead? I'll tell you why. He says, why do you waste time with retards? If you stretch it out, it doesn't catch it. So. I'll tell you why. Because he's on mainstream media. Millions of people see him and the others. They think that's the way it is. They trust these people. They're listening to them, the general population. So if people come in here or I just say what they're doing and have my opinion on it and see where it doesn't make sense, how they're lying, when they drop videos, when they make claims they can't support, when they just tell us things that there is no support, when they tell us they work somewhere and there's no proof really, gotta call them out. You tell me what else I can talk about and I'll do it. I would do it in a minute. And we do dip in. I don't spend the whole show, if you notice, like I used to. I don't spend the whole show talking about them. But it may be daily some days. Yeah. It's just the way it is. If I don't say something, it won't be heard. Does a tree make a sound when it falls in the forest if you are on another countryside hill? Of course the tree falls. You just don't hear it. But did it fall? How do you know? That's the game they play. You know? Got to call them out on it. They make a lot of claims and it's not right. And the claims are wrong. Okay, so I'll give you a for instance. Well, I don't have to with Jeremy, but with anything they say or do. What has come to fruition other than Arrow, which turned out to be a mess because Lou Elizondo was behind it and everything he touches turns to dust. Yeah. We learned that about Lou, and who's Lou? Yeah. That's why I talk about them. I could talk about, and we do talk about historical events, paranormal news, but it's very hard to find the inconspicuous stuff that's good. There's not a lot that we can sift through that I haven't already talked about, other than a lot of consciousness and spirituality stuff, which is very difficult for someone like me to get on board with. You know, I just think the brain somehow misfires. I'm not sure about changing your energy, your vibration to talk to. I don't believe you can. I just don't buy into it. I think it's all made up. I think it's people just saying they hear it. It's their own voice coming back to them. They don't hear gurgle, you know, with an accent, you know. How are they going to learn the language? Oh, they don't have to worry. The aliens are so smart. They've already learned all of it. Of course, they're the all smart, all being, all knowing. Of course. Mm-hmm. Where are they? I don't know. Way over there, 10,000 light years away. Can they get over here? Nah. Well, they can, but they don't want to. They were here once. They didn't like what they saw, so they left. When? You know those kids at that school back in the 60s? They told him, hey, we're giving you a warning. We're going to blow up the planet with your technology. Stop it. You told sixth graders, though. Well, then they told, the proper authorities, and the message was deemed ridiculous. Well, with all due respect, Rich, the aliens did try again in the 80s and the 90s. 3 strikes, they said they don't want anything to do with saving their planet. We're not coming back. You guys are on death's door, Rich. Enjoy the last few years of your life. I'm going to go live with the aliens 10,000 light years away. Yeah, right. They can do all that, but they can't give us technology to help fix the planet. Right? Yeah. I've never seen anything done by aliens. They work mysteriously like Jesus. It's amazing. If you look at the path, you could even say aliens are not only demons, assholes. Dorothy throwing down $1 super dono. It's pure love coming from Big Sister Dit Dot on Dit.55 on X. I had a little dyslexia. Thank you, Dorothy. Throwing down the love. Good to see you, too. Thank you. Welcome to the show. Greetings, Sir Joe Monk. How you doing? Exactly. Thanks, Dorothy. Obviously, a continuing supporter of Goof On. I like this. Joe Monk says, I have a strange idea. Let's support anybody that says UFOs are real without trying to figure out what their agenda is. The aliens or the people? The people. Their agenda is, what do you think? To be, oh, look at me. I made it. I know where the aliens are. And I know everything about them. Well, show us. Nah, I can't. Well, not right now. Why? You got to think of a way to make that lie up? Yeah, what? Joe Monk calling him out. Catherine Zeta-Jones. Oh, hey, Catherine Jones, you look familiar. Good to see you. I'm sorry if I said Catherine Zeta. It just slipped out. I saw Catherine Jones. I'm like, can it be? Can you imagine? Thank you so much. I can't believe you did that. You are now part of the family. That is love right there, by the way. Can I ask you something? Have you ever watched this show before? It's a love-hate type of show, I tell you. And it seems lately people are confused. I'm confused. And I said that last year. Ufology is confusing. The whole thing has gotten totally corrupt. I mean, in the worst way politically. Now it's kind of being drug into the religious side of things. Demons, gods, aliens. It's amazing. Catherine Jones, thank you very much for the 10 pound, 10 quid. Pure love, super dono. You're now part of the family. I'm so sorry. Live and learn. No. Everybody who comes in here, they don't know. They see me doing one thing or another. They leave, never come back. And then I say something smart, and then they never hear it. Thank you, Catherine Jones, for hanging out and supporting Goof On that way. It was really nice of you. Very nice. Oh, wow. What time we started at 6. So about, what are we into this, 50 minutes? Let's take a look. I was reading your minds as well. So let's take a look and see if anything new came up on the line here in 3. Oh, yep. We got something new. Danger. Oh, yeah. This is a short video from Into Thin Air, usually at the top of the hour, beginning the second hour. I'll play a video from Into Thin Air and or Third Phase of Moon and or anybody else. that we have that kind of relationship with. And this one is about the large solar flare. I think I mentioned it yesterday, maybe the day before. Yeah, this is supposed to be a big one. Something big is happening. There's this big dark spot, too. I don't know if it's coming around now, but giddy up. Bum, bum, bum.
Welcome back, my friends. Quick update on that X-class solar flare that just took place a few hours ago, and why, when solar flares take place in this quadrant of the sun, they have the potential to be just as dangerous as a solar flare that is directly facing towards Earth. Or in other words, coming from the center or the equator of the sun, which is where the Earth is lined up. And I'm going to show you that now. So obviously what we have here is a replica of our solar system. And now, of course, these are not to scale, but I want you to look at the orientation we have here because that's what matters. I'm going to go ahead and zoom in here a little bit so we can get closer to the Earth and sun and get a lineup here similar to what we see with the SDO. And now if we zoom in a little bit past the Earth as if we are the SDO satellite, there we are. That is the exact view you're looking at on your left. So now that we have an idea of where this satellite is lined up and how these solar flares affect Earth, we now understand why the equator of the sun or CMEs coming from the equator are much more dangerous than CMEs that come from, let's say, the top or the bottom, missing Earth by passing up above it or even below. So the most concerning eruptions, yes, are the ones that come directly from the equator in the center of the sun. But in this case, a CME coming off the bottom right quadrant, normally to most wouldn't be a concern because that energy was not erupted towards the Earth. But in fact, these are very dangerous. But in order to show that, we need an overhead view. So I'm going to back out a little bit, and then we are going to look overhead. And now that we understand the orientation, imagine a solar flare coming off Earth directly from the equator and lined up with Earth. That is the most dangerous situation, which we've talked about many times on this channel. But now as we look at that X-class solar flare erupting in that bottom right quadrant, naturally you would think the energy is going to come off the sun in this direction and in turn miss Earth. But the issue with this particular quadrant is that we happen to be moving in that direction over time. And because of the very unique distance we are from the sun, as they say, we tend to run right into this solar wind within just a few days of the eruption. This chart here goes on to explain that it is caused by interplanetary or Parker spiral field lines, explaining how the solar particles end up falling right into the Earth's orbit later on. Also, jumping over to a very good website, spaceweather.com, not only are they showing a close-up view of sunspot AR3576, which is the culprit of this solar flare, but it also explains this, the danger of sunspots that don't face Earth. Big sunspot AR3576 is about to disappear over the sun's western limb. This makes it uniquely dangerous. Sunspots located near the sun's western limb are magnetically connected to the Earth. The sun's magnetic field spirals around like a lawn sprinkler, a shape known as the Parker spiral, which are lines of magnetic force coming out of the western limb, curve around and touch our planet. And then in that last paragraph, you could see AR3576 is now in the danger zone. Now, this obviously goes into a lot more detail, but in a nutshell, that is what you need to know. And in fact, I learned some new stuff in this video as well. So we're not always out of the woods. Once that threshold of the center of the sun passes the Earth, we can still be affected by those solar particles later on down the line. Thank you all so much for taking the time to watch this video. Shout out to Canada, and I will see you all in the next one. Take care.
Pretty scary. Sunspots, that's the one. Yeah, there's a really huge one, I thought, but I don't know if that was it. Dinkamazi throwing down $10 on PayPal. You know, there's a message here left that says, sorry, been away working in the Outback. I'll be honest with you. Didn't I see you here? I could have sworn you were here every night. Well, you know, I think there was one night. I thought maybe Monday or Tuesday around there, but I thought you were here every night. That's good. Well, no reason to apologize. I know, but thank you very much. All right. Apology accepted. No reason for it though. And thank you for the $10. It all goes back into the kitty. We want to get out to Well, I will be doing the haunted house thing. So March, I believe the first week in March, I can go and set up and reserve a time to do the Springer May house, which is only a mile and a half up the street from where I live. Stringer May, something like that. And then there's two other homes. One's 2.5 miles, one's 5 miles away, right around where I live. And they're very, very active. So I'll be setting those up here in the next couple of weeks, and we'll start doing that. I've gotten a few emails from people asking, you know what would be cool if you did some, maybe like a ghost hunt or maybe something at a cemetery, which I've done in the past. We've went to cemeteries. It was fun, scary. Well, in the daytime in Arizona, now at the nighttime, a little bit, because in Arizona, they don't water stuff like they do here in Florida. And everything is like a golf course, you know, when you're at the cemeteries in Arizona. So I had no fear of critters attacking me. But here in Florida, during the day, when I first moved out here, I went to the cemetery. Don't know if you remember. Took some videos and stuff. And man, there were critters everywhere. And this is like over 100-year-old cemetery. The growth is pretty significant. There could be snakes. There's no way I'm doing one without wearing some sort of thick boot. No. You know what would happen? Knowing me, it would bite that same freaking ankle I've had problems with for a year now. Yeah. Unbelievable. But at least that's what's coming up. So, you know, all that kind of support and the donations go right back into the research. It keeps us floating, takes care of everything. So I appreciate you guys. All right, so let's move along. We got that, and oh, here's a sighting. I can't play the whole thing, but oh no, this is a 7-kilometer tall archway on planet Mercury. 7 kilometers tall. How tall is that? 5 miles? How many miles? 5 miles? Okay, hold on. Oh, wow. I didn't think it would pull up like this. Check this out. It's a pretty good picture. Well, here we go. I just found this on X. I can't remember. UFO Sightings Daily, I think. Here it is. I know, right? Look at that thing. I mean, it's pretty amazing. It doesn't seem to fit in with everything else, does it? I don't see that anywhere else around here. However, it doesn't mean that's not the trick of the light. And, you know, something this big, you'd think there would be some building behind it. Or it looks, you know what it looks like? The Verrazano Bridge, one of the arches of it. Usually, if this is an archway, like, wouldn't there be some building behind it? Or is this it down here? It's pretty weird. I honestly think this is flat on the ground. I think it's a trick of light. Look at this. See how it drips down? Something happened here. Maybe it leaked out. Mercury, was it? Yeah. This could be a lava. Could be a lava. It could be lava. So let's look around. There's some interesting things you could say. You know, like here, you could say, oh, look, a Colosseum. Oh, what are they doing over here? Building a Colosseum? Oh my God, they had one there. Oh, look, another Colosseum. You know, I think that's all we got here. Wow, to say that's an archway. Whew, man. I don't know. It looks cool, but yeah, not buying it. Sorry. Kind of hard to. But there's nothing like that anywhere else, isn't there? Let's take a look. Shall we? Oh, look it down here in the bottom right-hand corner. Half a moon. Makes no sense. Oh, what is this? Oh my God. Oh, look, it's the moon. It's on the crater. Uh-oh, somebody call the asteroid guy. We've got a problem here. We got the moon shadow showing. All right. You can make up any narrative you want. Just do whatever you want. Here, look at this. Oh, it looks like there's some sort of pyramid structure in the middle of that. Oh my goodness, look at how tall it is. 7 kilometers tall. Oh, look at the shadow. It looks like a sundial. Oh my God, that's the first sundial I've ever seen. It's a sundial. Look at all the sundials. They really took time seriously. I bet each one of these circles is where cities were built. Oh, they all have their own sundials. You know, I mean, just do whatever you want. Oh, this is when they learned that they didn't need sundials anymore. They used crabs. And they connected crabs together and they just followed the sun. All right, I think we get the point, Rich. I'm just, pareidolia runs rampant. Rampant? Rabbit? It's crazy. It's everywhere. All right, I'm told I need to play this. This just came in. This sounds familiar. Okay, let's see. What do we got here? Oh, this is great. Okay. Somebody said, listen up, PhD tards. This is good. Whoever sent this, thank you. Jason, thank you. Check it out. In 3, 2, go.
People talk glibly about science. What is science?
Glibbery!
People coming out of a university with a master's degree or a PhD, you take them into the field, and they're literally...
The field? What does he mean by that? They take him in the field? I don't understand. What does that mean? I don't know. Ask Alienetic. They don't know what it means. I know. Isn't that crazy? Did this guy just say people in the field? I don't understand.
Or a PhD, you take them into the field...
What does that mean?
And they literally don't believe anything unless it's a peer-reviewed paper. It's the only thing they accept. And you say to them, but let's observe, let's think, let's discuss. They don't do it. It's just,
right.
Is it in a peer-reviewed paper or not? That's their view of science. I think it's pathetic. Gone into universities as bright young people. They come out of them brain dead.
Why is
not even
that?
knowing what science means. They think it means peer-reviewed papers, etc. No, that's academia. And if a paper is peer-reviewed, it means everybody thought the same, therefore they approved it.
Right.
An unintended consequence is that when new knowledge emerges, new scientific insights, they can never, ever be peer-reviewed.
Why?
So we're blocking all new advances in science that are big advances. If you look at the breakthroughs in science, almost always they don't come from the center of that profession. They come from the fringe. The finest candle makers in the world couldn't even think of electric lights. They don't come from within. They often come from outside the breaks. We're going to kill ourselves because of stupidity.
How are we going to kill ourselves because of stupidity? The only thing that will kill the entire world are global thermonuclear war and an outbreak of some virus, right? And what else? Forget the natural. I'm talking about what we're doing to ourselves. The other stuff, heating the planet and all that, that's prolonged. It's decades of stuff. I mean, in another 50 years, I think there will probably be a lot of problems. More than we've had now. Like they've predicted, in 20 years, all this stuff, Gore said, and then he had to rethink his lie. Well, I just went by, all I did was go by what the scientists said. No, you didn't. You went with what you wanted. Well, I did go to Harvard. I did have a degree. All right. Okay, I'm going to pull this out and just show you what people are raging about. It says this from Chairman Mike Turner. All right, statement from Chairman Representative Mike Turner, House Intelligence Committee. He says, today, the House Permanent Select Committee on Intelligence has made available to all members of Congress information concerning a serious national security threat. I am requesting that President Biden declassify all information relating to this threat so that Congress, the administration, and our allies can openly discuss the actions necessary to respond to this threat. Somebody here says this SOB worded this intentionally to troll our community while pointing out to what he thinks is real, implying that we're a bunch of children and he's the grown-up. Well, let's see who gets the last laugh. Shall we? Shall we? Oh my God, did you see how he did it though? He didn't say anything about UFOs or UAPs. I didn't know. When I first read it, I thought, what is this about the border? I mean, because that's an imminent threat. You know, are we talking about the border? Are we talking about fentanyl? Fentanyl? No. Don't know. Just playing games. That's all they do. Playing games. Bastards. No, really. Seriously. Thanks to Larry Gerndt. Oh, you got to see this video. This is insane. What is going on? You're going to freak out when you see this. I've never seen anything like this. I had to share it. I had to share it. All right. This is nature at its finest. This is in the ocean, fish. Something crazy makes them go crazy. Watch what happens. Go. Oh my God. Oh, that's sick. They act like they're mosquitoes. What the hell?
Tampan guys, tampan.
Oh my God. That's a lot of death. That's a lot of death. You know, that makes me a little sad. But I gots to eat. We gots to eat. It's okay. Hey, it's time for our daily reminder. I know. Don't get outstandingly crazy on me. Here we go. Sorry. No, you know I have to.
The Department of Defense, ironically enough.
Field where? Oh, that's interesting, isn't it? How that just jumped on us all? Where'd it go? Where is it? That was weird. Here we go. We're realigning.
The Department of Defense, ironically enough, to finish the very mission they gave me in the first place. I didn't ask for it. I'm not a UFO guy. I'm not a ufologist. I never have been. I never will be. I'm a counterterrorism and counterespionage guy.
I never have been, and I never will be. That makes me sad and very angry. It should make everybody angry.
I do counterintelligence, counterinsurgency. That's what I do. And it just so happens that in 2008, I was asked to apply those same skill sets into the
UFO community. Got it. Wasted everybody's time, that guy. What a waste. So here's a UFO sighting. I think you guys might like this 10-second clip. It's short, but I don't know what it is. Yeah, let's see what you guys think. Yeah, that clip makes me angry. It does. It changes me. Fake. Oh, that is fake. When it focuses weird like that, nothing else focuses weird like that. Only that object makes that weird move. Why doesn't anything else? It should happen right there. It doesn't happen. It doesn't go out of focus anywhere else. Terrible job. That's not real. Even if it was, I mean, what would it be? From this light down here, it's reflecting off. I mean, I don't know what we're looking at. The video's terrible. I don't think that's real, but it could be. Well, I don't know. Not there. But it's only 10 seconds. We don't see how it ends. It's still there when the video ends. Why? Why not show us the entire video? What happened? Where did it go? Did it take off? Did it dim out? Did it multiply? These are the things that are missing in a lot of today's videos. All we get are the highlights, or we get short videos where objects are obviously fake doing fantastical things. And they're all deemed bullcrap. Oh, you got to see this. This is happening in Virginia. Now there are people out there trying to say there's something conspiratorial happening in Virginia. Okay, now I'm mad. That's twice that two stories that I thought I had. Hold on, I want to see something here, because where I found these, that should be. I want to see some. See if it's different. Where I found this, I want to see if it's different on the phone. I can't tell. That makes me a little upset. Let me see if it's here. No. LAPD helicopter circled UFO for 12 minutes. Oh, wow. Yeah, let me show you. Well, this will take the place of the story that's gone. Check this out. I think this is from a website called World War III. But there it is. They say it's an exceptional UFO encounter a couple of days ago on the 15th, filmed by the eyewitness as LAPD helicopter is circling a UFO above them. I say that it's an exceptional UFO encounter because that's exactly what I'm seeing here. We've got a police helicopter in its official capacity while out on patrol, encountering what could potentially turn out to be an extraterrestrial craft. How come I didn't hear about this? Where were we? Look at this thing. Yeah, I can't blow it up, but the police helicopter circled the UFO for 12 minutes. If it was fake, they'd have known straight away. It's circling the UFO 12 minutes, according to the narrator in the video. Video? No video, no video, no video, no video. Oh, well. I'll have to look it up. Just remember that this is a real UFO sighting until we have a video of the person who created this, and we just do not have anything remotely like that. A lot of people do not like third phase of moon. There are a lot of people who are against them, but that shouldn't impact what they cover. Oh, it's from third phase of moon. Well, isn't that interesting? How come I didn't see that? We didn't see that video. Let's take a look. I'm looking at their videos now. Let's take a look at the current. You won't believe your eyes. Something amazing is happening. The world's been waiting to see. No. See, third phase of moon. That story says 2 days ago, but third phase hasn't put a video out in 5 days. So I don't understand. You know? I don't get it. I'm looking at the last one. We looked at that last night. There's nothing here. Huh. I'll go back 7 days. Let's see if it's on this video. It's easy to scan scan through these. No. Uh-oh. No, nothing there. Well, that's strange. There's nothing here from third phase and police helicopter. 2024. Huh. I'm looking at their, usually if it was a police helicopter, they would put it up as police helicopter as seen, circled UFO for 12 minutes. I don't see it anywhere. All right, well, that's what they claim. I don't know if they're right, but that's awfully strange. All right. Well, it's interesting. Okay. This video. Project Disclose is what this is. It's from this channel. This is a compilation of potential crimes against people who have dealt with the topic of the UFO phenomenon. You ready? You ready for this? We're going to see the crimes that they're talking about. This is going to be, these are all 22 people who got unalived because of the UFO cover-up is what the title is.
See all these extraterrestrial technology.
Yes. Personally.
Have anyone been murdered that you would think that you know of or have heard of, I guess?
I have to be careful asking that question. I directed people with that knowledge to the appropriate authorities.
Mysterious and suspicious deaths among UFO investigators are nothing new. Death by gunshot to the head, who has specialized in aviation and conceptual art.
Oh, I see what they're doing.
To have been following UFO.
All right, so yeah, I see what they're doing. They're going through all the people. So Philip Schneider. Who's that? Who is that guy? Oppenheimer? Dulce? Or is it Dolce Cabana? Who's this guy? No, the one after. This guy.
A disturbing case is the death of Ron Rummel, ex-Air Force intelligence agent and publisher of the Alien Digest, on August 6, 1993. Rummel allegedly shot himself in the mouth with a pistol. Friends say, however, that no blood was found on the pistol barrel, and the handle of the weapon was free of fingerprints. Also, according to information now circulating, the suicide note left by the deceased was written by a left-handed person. Rummel was right-handed.
No!
Perspiration on the body smelled like sodium pentothal, or so it is alleged. The Alien Digest ran to 7 limited issues, all now almost impossible to acquire. One thing is certain. Ron Rummel's magazine was touching on sensitive issues such as the predator-prey aspect of the alien-human relationship and the use.
That's what I said. Aliens in your neighborhood.
At the time, MUFON's deputy director of investigations. Johnson was 43 years old and, it would seem, in excellent health. He had just passed a recent physical examination with the proverbial flying. For instance, his most recent job was with the Institute of Advanced Studies, purportedly working on UFO propulsion systems. He had been formerly employed by EarthTech, Inc., a private Austin, Texas think tank headed by Harold Puthoff.
Puthoff? Zuto! Well, we can keep going and playing that, but I can't. But I guess you get the point. Yeah. You get it. You do. You get it. It is amazing how far back Hal Puthoff has been dealing with this subject. Somebody, I mean, I can't, I keep saying, I mean, what do you mean? You didn't say anything to be I meaned. All right. So John Greenwald made some posted this the other day. He says I feel this is the issue and maybe even the objective for some people with the post 2017 UFO discussion. Many believe that Elizondo, A-Tip, Skinwalker Ranch, David Grush, and buckets of breadcrumbs is the UFO discussion. It isn't. That whole mass of claims, many of which are evidenceless at the moment, is a downright mess. Doesn't mean it isn't something we should explore and digest. I will continue to do so, but we need to realize it's only one piece of all of this. It isn't the whole pie. Look at the growing number of people who came into this weird world after 2017, had a certain set of motivating factors to do so, even skeptically minded individuals, but ended up thinking it was all a scam, bunk, and not worthy of investigation after they got close to some of these individuals, or they just thought rationally and logically about it all and came to the same conclusion. There is a reason they feel the way they do and became sick and tired of it all. They are sick of being used and buttered up to be an ally, aka asset, without seeing any evidence in the process, and I can't blame them for being ticked off. It's not one or two individuals, but a growing number of people who have turned away from it all, some silently and some quite noisily. But the bottom line is that the mess of an A-Tip, Elizondo, NHI, crash retrieval, Grush, interdimensional whatever story is just a single piece of a much larger puzzle to unraveling all of this. No one should base their beliefs or thought processes on that one segment, no matter what side of the coin you fall on. The biggest mistake anyone can make is to think the post-2017 UFO discussion and the players that come along with it are the end-all, be-all. They aren't. And there is a growing feeling inside of me that their sole motivation is to simply destroy ufology, whether they are doing it for their own weird reasons or someone asked or ordered them to. Sounds conspiratorial, but I think that story is far from being fully told. Soon. And then there's a video with it with Stephen Greenstreet talking to Nick Popesicle. So let's just see what they're saying in this feed from John.
The news is still coming out about what exactly this particular thing was. A-Tip, or whatever you want to call, whatever acronym you want to attach to it. And the man, Luis Elizondo, who claims to have headed this program at the Pentagon, is, to me, I'm not entirely sold yet on the story as it is. There is the Pentagon, Department of Defense, has not held a press conference, released a press release to say, yes, Luis Elizondo headed this UFO program. That doesn't exist. And then you've got Tom DeLonge, who former Blink-182 frontman, who is now diving headfirst into UFOs with the Stars Academy. They've kind of taken Luis Elizondo under their wing. But at the time that this was released, and when I say this, the big news, the front page news, they were fundraising. They were looking to raise $50 million. And, you know, what better way to raise $50 million than to have a front page story on the New York Times and have this guy say, I worked at the Pentagon investigating UFOs. You know, you got to follow the money in some of these cases. And I just saw, you know, the timing of that seemed kind of there wasn't a coincidence.
You got that right. Interesting. It's all fallen apart for them, if it hasn't already. I'm talking about everything that came from 2017, Lou Elizondo, TTSA, Tom DeLonge, all those guys. Now, they're being deemed kind of irrelevant. So what does that do for ufology as a whole? Oh, well, it just reminds me of where we were before that crap storm of people came along. We will have to go back to doing our research, digging deeper, working a little bit harder. So that's what we'll do. I'm going to try, my best, and I know other people out there are doing what they can. But this subject doesn't seem to be moving anymore. Now, it appeared to be moving the last several years because that was the illusion, the threat, the tic-tac, the 3 videos, all that stuff. And then Jeremy and all of his videos. What does it all mean? Where are we in this field of ufology? Where are we now? Really? What's the next step? Well, they're gonna throw more whistleblowers at us. Mexico is going to keep doing their part by showing us more alien mummies or bodies. From what I heard, Italy and France may be releasing some new material, video of stuff from the 90s, I heard, especially the 90s. So we'll see if that comes to light by the summertime, like I heard. But other than that, it's time. Just do it. Time for the aliens to make themselves known or get out. Get out of here. Do you see this? That's America, baby. You got something to say, you come over and you say it right now. Chicken. If I wind up missing tomorrow, you'll know that I was abducted by aliens. That could be a real deal. Can you imagine? I go missing and then all of a sudden I appear 50 years later. Some of you are in your 80s by then, 90s, and I look the same. You haven't aged a day. You were gone 51 years. You know, the internet's called the quantum net now. I know. Did you know? What? What? Come on, wake up. Goof on. Rich, is that you? Yes, it's me. Tell me, what happened? What happened here? It all came when Corbell said, I have the evidence. And they took him out. They took him out right on the news. What do you mean they took him out? They grabbed him and they put him in the back of a hovercraft and took off. Goof on? Say, I love you all. So this has to do with Goof on? This has to do with Corbell? The time travel stories of Goof on. Coming soon, 2025. That'd be great. Oh, I wish I could do it. I can do it. All right. That's it for tonight. I got a lot of UFC to watch, so I want to thank everybody hanging out on a Saturday evening at a different time. Hey, at least we're here, right? We did it. Thank you very much. Hey, moderators, great job again, as always. Super chatters, thank you very much for the support. PayPalers, thank you as well. And newcomers and veterans, thanks for making this a great show in the chat. Hope you had an interesting hour and 36 minutes. I know I did. Who are your neighbors? I'm telling you, as many people who have had abduction stories, because I believe everybody's been abducted, we're all marked. Somebody in your neighborhood is definitely an alien or an indigenan. An indigenan. They have to be among us. Have to. All right. We'll see you tomorrow's members. We'll see you at noon Pacific, 3 Eastern. Got a good one tomorrow, and then we'll be back Monday at 7 p.m. Have a great weekend. It's going to be raining here for the rest of the weekend through tomorrow here in Florida. I'm excited about that. So that makes me in a good mood. All right. What's that? Some noses are being broken as we speak. Have a great night, everybody. Be safe out there. And alien bless.
There's a good thing. It's rotating. What was in the skies over Jerusalem, and why did it sound like it was treasured sites in Christianity?
There's a UFO, bright light descending over the dome of the rock.